Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So last night the news came out that Ukrainian army hit the Russian cruiser Moskva. One of my favorite things a few years ago was trolling Russian Navy because of a lot of problem and issues they had. And looks like one of those problems getting the Russian Navy in action. Let's go back to USSR. Back in 70s, Soviet Union started a massive project to build and operate two carrier strike groups so the USSR can challenge US Navy and European Navy in the Atlantic Ocean far from his own waters. One of the points of this project was building a cruiser. This cruiser is supposed to be a heavy platform carrying short-range and long-range air defense missiles and long-range nuclear-capable anti-ship missiles. Due to economic and corruption problems, the project divided to two separate classes, a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser. The light cruiser later became the Slava class. The Moskva was the first of her class, joined Soviet Union Navy back in 1982. Just like the other ships built by Soviet Union had no idea about a complex air defense system, and the Slava also suffering from that problem. So, the Moskva operating two different air defense systems, and these two air defense systems were completely independent from each other. The main air defense system used by Moskva was S-300F, aka Fort. And just like with your Veliki, the Moskva also has three different radar as a part of Fort air defense system. And those three radars are MR710 as a main search and track radar placed on the first radar tower behind the bridge, MR800 as a main scout and early warning radar placed on the second radar tower just behind the MR710, and the last one, Volna fire control radar, placed in the back of the ship in top of the helicopter hangar. The entire ship has only one fire control radar for S-300F aka Fort, and this radar only can protect this ship from the back. And because the S-300F missile, the 5V55R, is a semi-active radar-guided missile, it means the Volna radar must stay locked on the target to the end of missile journey. And that means even the radar placed in the back of the ship cannot protect all of the back of the ship at the one time, and it has to engage one side at a time. And funny fact, the S-300F doesn't have the main role of protecting the ship against anti-ship missile. And that was the job of the Forka 33 OSA-M. OSA-M is a completely independent air defense system using his own radars. It means OSA-M cannot use any data from the main radars of the ship, and it has to depend on his own radar system. It was a radar complex including three different radar, one search and tracking radar and two fire control radar. And that's the place the drama strikes back, because both was a complex radars located in the back of the ship in the two sides of the helicopter hangar. It means the entire air defense system of the ship focused on the back of the ship, and it does not have any protection for the front of the ship. Anyway, the OSA-M also is a short-range air defense system using an old launcher with only two missiles ready for launch. And because of the place of the buzzer radars cannot scan the 360 of the ship and only can protect sides and back of the ship. And because of the keeping low cost of the missiles are radio guided, and the buzzer radar only can guide and engage one target at a time. And another problem that the air defense system of Moscow was suffering from was that all of these radars from the Fort up to the OSA-M are analog pulse Dopplers, and they are vulnerable to modern electronic warfare, and due to the computer problems they cannot share any data to each other. So if Ford can detect the incoming anti-ship missile, but it can engage, it can transfer the data to the OSA-M, so OSA-M can engage the missile. And overall, all of this means the entire air defense system of the ship was useless, and that's a disaster because the Slava class, the Moskva, whatever, has a massive ammo rack, and a small explosion can end up in a massive disaster. And I was saying this 12 years ago. Oh man, those ships were served in Soviet fleet and now serving in Russian Navy. All of them have the same weaknesses and same problems. None of those ships have a 360-degree air defense system, or they does not have a modern radar. And most of these ships are now backbone of the Russian Navy, and most of the ships never get an upgrade or a modernization. So what's up, Russia? But wait, Moskva had 6 closing weapon system, AK-630. Oh dear. The problem with AK-630 is this closing weapon system is not an independent air defense system. What I mean is AK need main radar of the ship to scout detect a target and give this data to the fire control radar, so the fire control radar MR123 can lock on the target, and then the AK can engage the target. And this progress just get a long term because all of this equipment all analog, and all of this progress was happening manually, and because of that ship probably cannot find enough time to engage with its own closing weapon systems. So that's all. See you all in the next video.